Hello friends, so today I'm planning to make a video on how to maintain a low tech tank and planted tank, and the most important thing is what are the pros, what are the cons, what are the precautions, and what is the minimum cost of a planted tank, and what all you can do to make it stabilize. So just subscribe our channel so that we can update and tell you about our planted tank strategies. And more important thing is everything we have done is through our experience. It is quite simple, and as you can see, one of my aquarium, it's a small, you could say around, it's around 3 gallon, or around 5-6 liters maximum could be. And what is more important, that we have the stabilization. Now people do generally say that seeds won't work, and what is the how do we make it from the seed level. So first of all, I'll tell you, whatever you are seeing over here is from the seeds itself. They were entirely carpet, then slowly it went off over here. You can see that there is less of a seeds, they will died over here, but you don't have to lose over heart. And over here also you can see the seeds are dead, because you will be putting the seeds across the soil, and they slowly start growing. Well, the agenda of this video was the planted tank. So first of all, you need to remember one thing: none of the aquariums will be stable from day one. At least it will take 10-15 days. Second most important thing is that you use always RO water with a pH of approximately less than 100. The third thing, for an aquarium to be stable, the temperature which is recommended, strictly recommended by me, and you would suggest by others also, that is max to max, it should be 29-30 degrees maximum. The best temperature suited and is between 22 to 28 degrees or 27 degrees. I prefer 23 to 27 range, because everything will, from humans to animals and everyone, they will thrive in this temperature. But once you exceed this temperature, your first level of aquatic animals or life, whatever is there, they will start dying. The shrimps will, first of all, they will die, and slowly the plants also, and the fishes, so forth and so on. The most important thing in a stable aquarium is that you have to put minimum of this stones and salt, because they will increase your pH. And if I talk about the pH range, the pH is approximately, which is recommended by me, and it is suggested by also by the experts which I had gone through, is approximately 6.5 to 7.3 or 4. That is the pH. So for a stable tank, you always need a TDS and a pH meter, both things, nothing else is much required. And for the planted tank, you need to have a CO2. At the end you can see I have CO2 which is running across, and you can see another video of how to prepare a low tech CO2. This is inside filter, and currently it's too hot, so I had enabled this, I had opened this oxygen inlet, so that it can further add some oxygen, and most of the evaporation can happen. That is one of the most important feature. Evaporation will help you to cool this aquarium. And third thing is that you should have this woods. Wood is a mandatory recommendation. Reason behind wood will reduce your pH, and it will also stabilize your tank. And the another one, fourth point, is your soil. Use a good Amazonian soil. I have used fluvial, but you can use Amazonian. I'll recommend go for Amazonian if you're going to go for planted tank. If you are going for normal only shrimp breeding tank, then you can take a neutral soil. But if you are going for a planted tank, you can take a rich in fertilized soil, Amazonian soil. That will help you quick plant growth. The next thing which is more important is that you should never ever change your water too frequent. That is, you should not use a tap water. You are making the water just 50% until unless it's an emergency. Else, whenever the water level is evaporating, just add only what is required. In this tank of this which I am showing you, I had never ever from the last 4 months changed the water, because there are good bacteria, so it is quite important to maintain. As of now, I don't have any fish because there is a planted tank. So first let the plants stick to the soil, have a stronger roots, then I will put the fishes and shrimps. There is one shrimp I cannot see, but from last 4 months, it's 3-4 months, it's quite well surviving. And if your aquarium is quite excellent, then you don't have to feed your shrimps if there are 1 or 2 or 3 4 shrimps for this much size of aquarium. Even I had seen in another aquarium which is a bigger one, and I rarely put any food, and they are working quite well, because the nature has water has algae by default, and their job is to clean the water, so by default they are doing it quite well. So this is what I'm the fifth thing which I wanted to say is that the filtration, your filtration should be very strong. And how could that be possible? Because this filter size is hardly you could say 3 inches or less, and but the most important is that I'm cleaning it very frequently. Every week I take out this filter, clean it, and install it, and that's quite important. The next thing is that adding oxygen to your uh, tank. That is done by, there is these types of new filters are there nowadays, you can see over here. So just putting it above so that the evaporation is happening. And the second is that this air which is adding these small bubbles across the filtration in the aquarium, that is quite helpful. And you can see that all this pelia and these plants, they are quite well, and the color is quite good. And even I had planted this single, you can see that this single plant is there over here, this one. This I planted from another, because there is a space over here which is not filled, so I'm taking it from another aquarium, just planting, and there things are working. You plant anything, it will work. The sixth thing important for the planting tank is that once you have the stable tank, you take a stick and just pop it in and take it out in a month or two, or in a 15-20 days. That reason behind is that you are putting chemicals over there, the soil doesn't have anything, so how will the plant grow? So what is happening when you pop in some stick, very thin stick, to make it oxygenated and filters and putting the chemicals and other things, then the soil becomes neutral. The seven things you would be seeing, couldn't show you as of now. There are earthworms, too many earthworms in this. So no problem in that, don't worry about any of those earthworms, because they will, whatever is decaying, and all the algae and other things, they will help to recycle it in the soil. Though that will help you in a method that recycling of the soil from top to bottom, and then from the bottom to top is done by them. So you don't have to bother about much of this chemistry. They are created by God, and they are helpful in this purpose. So if I just remove in most of the soil, or just dig it, then you will see a lot many of them. So that is quite good indication that your soil is very good, and it will with time improve if the those earthworms have started developing. No worries, no problem. Even if you want to reduce them, you can just put that stick which I was saying in the soil and just pull it out, then the earthworms will come, and fishes love to eat them. So that is one of the very good food, live worms, and they will eat like anything. So this is the method of making the aquarium stable. But don't think that if in 15-20 days or month your aquarium is not stable, plants are dying. No worries, give it a time. You are creating a nature, you are creating a entire ecosystem in this, and it takes time to make an ecosystem. Once the ecosystem is developed, you don't have to bother about it. That's why all my videos and everything, I'm only suggesting those things which I have tried and they are successful. That's why please recommend and suggest and like and subscribe my channel. That will help me a lot, and I'll be glad. If you have any questions, write in the comment section. I'll reply 100%. That's a promise. Thank you, friends.